Well, we waited for 5 games to finally see one that was close and exciting here at the ACHA National Championships. I got the head coach of the Ohio Bobcats, Cole Bell, with me. Cole, how's your heart rate now?
It's better now. It got a little high on the bench. Maybe not how we drew it up, but at the end of the day, a win's a win, and we're moving on. So that's what's important.
Okay, it's a 5-4 win. You get a goal with 26 ticks left on the clock. What was going through your head when it was tied and you were going like, oh, boy?
You know, I don't know if I had that moment. Okay. Definitely the heart rate peaked a little bit, but I had faith in the team. They've been battling all day. They've been battling all year. It's a good group of guys. I had faith that they were going to pull through at the end.
You know, every year in the national tournament, you see the numbers, and this year was crazy because COVID. You know, sometimes teams got played, sometimes they didn't get to play, sometimes programs didn't even start. Yeah. You were fortunate to be able to play a lot of games, and yeah. I know you had some real battles all the way through the season. So tell us about the season just a little bit if you can.
Yeah, you know, honestly, in the fall, it was a little touch and go. We weren't sure if we were going to play a game, have a season, even be able to get on the ice, and luckily enough, we were able to get a few practices in there, and then finally, right around mid-December or so, university said, okay, February 1st, you guys can get going, and you know we'll do everything we can to make sure that happens. And so February, March, I think we got 20 games in.
Yeah,
a lot of hockey. But you know, myself and my staff said we've done enough time practicing. It's a rough year. These guys want to play games. So let's try and get them as many as possible. And we were able to get a lot of teams scheduled and play a lot of teams a lot of times. I mean, heck, we played Liberty 8 times out of 20. So
that's not a bad opponent to play, though.
No. I mean, other than one game, our opponents were the top 4 in the tournament this year. Robert Morris for 1, and then Adrian 4, Lindenwood 4, and Liberty 8, and then we had 1 against Iowa State as well. So really tough schedule, and we knew coming into the tournament it's going to be close hockey games, tight hockey games, good hockey, and you know, with that schedule, this is nothing new for us.
So that kind of sets you up for a national tournament, doesn't it? Because this is the hardest tournament in hockey to win, I'm told, every year. So a game like today, what do you take out of this game as you build for the next one tomorrow?
Yeah, obviously there's some teaching points, some things we want to sharpen up on. But the big thing is look at the guys battling. Yeah. You know, we gave up a tying goal late in the game, but the mood never changed on the bench. The confidence never changed on the bench. They knew we'd find a way somehow, and we did.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about this COVID season and how crazy it's been. I mean, they do the rankings and they try to put everybody out. They can't really do a full ranking because it is what it is, right? But yeah. Do you feel like because you were able to play that many games, it set you up to be a little bit more successful here as opposed to maybe teams that didn't get as many games or maybe teams that got a lot of games early?
Sure. I don't know if it helped us ranking-wise, yeah. But I think it definitely helped us play-wise, like on the ice. Yeah. You know, we're gotten through the point, like if you go through a normal season, right, and it usually takes the first couple months to work out the kinks, find your groove, find your chemistry, find the mojo, if you will. And we were able to do that because we got the 20 games in, and now we're kind of getting to that point in where a normal season would be, you know, finding our groove and just kind of letting it roll. And luckily enough, we hit our stride just before the national tournament, and, you know, here we are trying to make a run.
Okay, so final 2 questions for you. First of all, tell me about Maryville Ice Center and how you think they're handling running this tournament so far.
I'm so thankful they stepped up and were able to host this tournament. They're doing a phenomenal job. It's a beautiful facility. You know, so hats off to Maryville for putting this all together. Hats off to the ACHA for working with them and putting this all together. And just very thankful that we can have a national tournament and have an opportunity to play games like this.
Okay, final one is for the Bobcat fans out there that are all over the country. We know because I have some in Arizona that talk about Bobcat hockey. So okay. Tell us a little bit about your program and the success of it and where you want to go and where you want to go in this particular tournament.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, for us, first and foremost, every year our goal is national championship. Mm-hmm. You know, believe it or not, it's our 63rd season of hockey. It's one of the oldest programs in the country, let alone, you know, in the ACHA level. And we have 4 national championships to our name. It's been quite a while since our last one, but there's a lot of rich tradition and history with our program, and you feel it when you walk into our rink. You see the Hall of Fame. You see, you hear stories at Alumni Weekend. You put on our jersey. It's a lot bigger than just the team in the room. It's all the history and tradition that comes with it.
Okay, and the next one up for you is guess who, right?
Yeah. Guess who? Liberty.
How many times will that be for you this season?
This will be the 9th. Yeah. So, but hey, you know, it's they're a good team. And it's a great rivalry, and you know, we're looking forward to it. It's another opportunity.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate your time. That's Cole Bell with Ohio Bobcats Hockey. Don't forget the name, folks, because these guys are riding it hard.
Yeah, we're trying.
Have a good day.
Thank you.